Well, thank you all for joining our webinar today. First, let me introduce our main speaker, Maria, an expert in intelligent process orchestration, and Matteo, an expert from Camunda company. So, hi, nice to see you.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Well, as for myself, I'm a fintech expert with over 8 years of experience in software development and 8 years in corporate and investment banking. Well, the world of fintech is in for an exciting 2025 with several emerging trends set to make a big impact. AI, end-to-end process automation, or robotization of microprocesses, and of course, the migration from digital banking to AI-powered banking, probably the hottest topic. Well, AI continues to be a core focus in financial services, and banks are finding innovative ways to leverage this technology, while regulators are supporting it with new reforms like the European Union AI Act, and of course, legislative changes in the United Arab Emirates, and so on. Well, building a digital or AI powered bank is impossible without automated business process. And I'm not talking just about RPA, but true end to end process automation. Well, we'll share insights from our experience, starting with how AI in banking goes beyond just chatbots. Well, smart banking solutions powered by AI can have a big impact on areas like offer optimization or fraud detection, risk management, and KYC. And many banks and fintechs are already seeing benefits like boosted risk management, improved security, reduced fraud, and of course, enhanced customer experiences. But the advantages of AI don't stop here. Well, think digital twins or personalized banking or intelligent video analytics and so on. But anyway, we should talk only about secure AI solutions. Banks use sensitive information and they should follow regulations of central banks. So it's a rule, unfortunately. Well, next. I'd like to share some cases with you just to provide a basic overview of how AI influences banking business. Well, in this case, we're talking about scoring system for corporate and retail banking that had to be improved. Well, estimated impact of Gen AI workers is from 5 to 10% of cost reductions. I'm talking about estimations in this particular case because we have just finished this project and it's just our estimation. But as a rule, it is absolutely correct. Well, the second case is probably about the most visible part of banking activity. It is AI customer care assistant. Well, with impressive results, for example, 40% decrease in customer care OPEX and 15% increase in NPS and 30% decrease in error rate. But even this simple case required to implement a solution that has to protect banking data, filter external data, and provide multi-language support for end users. Implementing of the AI chatbot. Well, next, please. Typical result. Well, when we're talking about this particular case, it resulted in an amazing 62% payroll. Well, in this case, our approach was to thoroughly analyze the case, and we do the same thing while implementing all other projects. For example, AI for KYC or fraud detection or customer care or even smart lending, doesn't matter. We typically calculate return on investments and evaluate Gen AI strategy with NVIDIA before any implementation. So we deploy secure solutions using NVIDIA AI, not uncontrolled tools like ChatGPT. Well, if you'd like to know more about AI-powered banking, we are planning to organize a separate webinar to discuss this topic. And of course, let's go back to BPMN. Process automation is key to build a smart digital bank. Well, it's not just about RPA, but true end-to-end process automation leveraging BPMN platforms. This allows banks to transition into digital powerhouses with a focus on AI integration and operational excellence. So, all right, Maria, I'll hand it over to you now to dive deeper into process automation. Looking forward to a great discussion.
Thank you, Yuri. Thank you. So, first, let's look at the big picture of current situation. AI has completely transformed the banking industry by introducing cutting-edge technologies and tools like ChatGPT, big data, machine learning, RPA have not only streamlined banking processes but also transform customer behavior. And today, customers expect more than just basic service like opening an account or getting a loan. They demand personalized experience and instant solutions and seamless interactions. Their expectations are higher than ever, and they keep evolving. As a customer needs change, banks are also transforming, and the future of banking lies in automated processes. And one of the key measure of customer satisfaction is how quickly a bank can deliver value for customer, right? Process automation is the foundation, is the basis of building a true digital bank. But the biggest challenge for banks is choosing the right automation platform because the market is very big and they should find the platform they can meet customer expectations, provide instant services, and stay competitive in a rapidly changing market. Banks face several major challenges on the journey to digital transformation. And more of IT decision makers agree that process automation is key to digital transformation. However, achieving it's often difficult because core businesses processes are high complex. And why it's challenging for banking? First of all, because diverse endpoints, there are a lot of diverse endpoints. Processes span multiple systems, including microservices, RPA bots, human tasks, legacy, and some custom-built platforms. Secondly, because of growing customer expectations. Customer want fast, simple, and accessible service anytime, anywhere. And it's challenging because of regulatory and cost pressure, offshore because of technological depth. Interpreting new technologies becomes harder, leading to isolated automations that don't deliver full value for business for customer. AI and other innovations, on the one hand, give for business great opportunities, right? But on the other hand, they also introduce some risks and new regulations. This is where process orchestration plays a critical role. It bridges the gaps between systems, teams, and technologies to create efficient operation. For banks, successful digital transformation is not just about adapting new technologies. It's about integrating and orchestrating technologies to deliver seamless, scalable, and customer-focused solutions. In the banking world, business processes can generally be grouped into four categories. First, it's operational activities. These include routine back office operations. The second is active and passive banking operations. These cover service provided to both individual customers and corporate clients, such as loans, deposits, and account management. Next group is investment banking, here focused on asset management, capital raising, and market trading. And the last group is specific cross-industrial operations, processes like HR activities, procurement, and compliance management that are shared across industries, but also critical to banking. When it comes to process automation, there are some common tasks that banks frequently address. The common tasks like, for example, filling out application forms, streamline customer onboarding and reducing errors, criteria checks, ensuring customers meet predefined requirements for services or products, data validation, risk assessment, and more others. And banks must focus on building automation strategies that align with these categories and activities. The goal is not just efficiency, but deliver mindful customer value. By automating repetitive, high-volume tasks, banks can free up resources to focus on strategic areas like customer engagement and innovation, and choosing the right technology stack and ensuring seamless integration across systems here is really critical. And poorly implemented platform can create silos, while the right one can unlock agility, scalability, empowering the bank to adapt to choosing customer and market needs. It's clear to understand that automating all processes at once, it's not realistic, right? That's why it's important to have a plan, clearly plan, one that focus on prioritizing the right processes for automation first. First of all, we need to concentrate to the processes that bring higher ROI for businesses. On this slide, the process highlighted in blue represented processes that should be automated at top priority. There are the processes that deliver the highest value to users when performed efficiently and effectively. By automating these high impact processes first, you can provide immediate value to your customer, reduce bottlenecks in critical workflows, and improve overall operation efficiency. This approach ensures that your automation efforts are both strategic and results-driven, laying a solid foundation for scaling automation across the organization. Of course, digital transformation is not so easy process, and here there are also some challenges on this way, like a process complexity, especially when process involves multiple endpoints. It's like integration challenges regarding connecting diverse technologies like microservices, legacy systems, and homegrown platforms requires significant technical resources and specialized knowledge. Teams often work separately, leading to some miscommunication and delays. And this gap is in collaborating, slow down projects and increase the risk of delivering solutions that don't meet customer needs. There are also challenges in scalability and resilience, raising customer expectations. But fortunately, there are tools that are designed to overcome these problems by allowing continuous organization of processes and stimulating cooperation between business and IT that provides universal integration, agility, and scalability, and finally, improve customer expectation. Let's look at the typical loan approval process before automation. On this slide, you can see the simplest example of loan approval. It already highlights how manual and repetitive tasks are causing significant delays. The process consists of several key stages, each broken down into multiple steps like create a customer profile, collect document, screen customer profile, screen credit data, etc. And as you can see, at every stage, there are multiple manual actions, dependencies of different teams, and repetitive tasks such as form filling, non-compliance, compliance, credit history checks, screening documents. This outdated approach not only increases processing time, right, but also risk errors and creates bottlenecks in our workflow. By repetitive actions and streamline these steps, banks can reduce these delays, improve accuracy, and provide faster value to customer. And here on this slide, you can see an example of automated loan process approval process. Unlike the traditional method, this automated version takes just a few minutes to complete, eliminates manual operations, and minimizes the risk of human error. And as a result, a much faster, more efficient, and reliable process. As you can see on this screen, on this diagram, the second action after the process starts is automatic risk check. This is where BPMN, Business Process Modeling Notation, integrates with DMN, Decision Modeling Notation. And using DMN standard in automation of processes plays a crucial role. For example, on this slide, you can see a simple example of DMN table, which is used in the process in our example in previous, you can see on previous slide. DMN is used to automate decision-making, ensuring that every risk is evaluated continuously and accurately based on predefined rules. By automating these critical steps, banks can speed up loan approvals, reduce operational costs, ensures compliance with some regulatory standards. However, with many platforms available in the market, the question is, how do you choose the right one, right? What factors should guide your decision? And here there are two considerations when selecting an automation platform. First one, you should choose a platform. The platform should deliver value today as quickly as possible. That means to address your most pressing pain points and quickly implement solutions that show immediate results. And second, your automation tool should be prepared for tomorrow. What I mean here, choose a platform that is future-proof, that's adaptable, scalable, and resilient to support your growth and evolving needs. Today, process orchestration platform like Camunda, Xenon are offering the tools and flexibility businesses need to automate effectively and succeed in dynamic digital landscape. What is Camunda? Camunda is a powerful platform that enables organizations to orchestrate and automate processes across people, system, devices to continuously overcome complexity, increase efficiency, and fully optimize AI. It helps organizations to tackle complexity and boost efficiency. With Camunda, business users and developers collaborate seamlessly and effective to model end-to-end processes. This makes it easy to automate tasks with the speed, scale, and resilience necessary to stay ahead of the competition in today's fast-paced digital world. In short, Camunda gives your organization the tools to automate complex workflows, work faster, and deliver more value, all while keeping things scalable and reliable. Camunda empowers you to automate any process anywhere, helping you to transform your organization into a digital-first businesses. This leads to better customer experience, faster time to value, increased business agility, higher operational efficiency. Camunda covers the main stages of the process lifecycle. I mean, design, automate, and improve. And this is possible by using open standards that foster collaboration between IT teams and business stakeholders, giving software developers the freedom to use their preferred programming languages, tools, and practices, providing connectors that help orchestrate processes across different endpoints, ensuring seamless integration. This approach gives you flexibility and power to build the automation ecosystem that perfectly suits your needs. So why does Camunda so excel at delivering value today, solving challenges, and rapidly deploying new solutions? It comes down to openness and flexibility. Camunda is built on composable architecture. It's meaning not a strict platform, but one designed to seamlessly integrate with new technologies, tools, and processes. And this approach allows businesses to adapt to evolving needs without the constraints of traditional systems. But it doesn't stop there. AI is embedded as a principle, not just a future. Camunda views AI an integral part of the platform, influencing every layer, and it helps you create value today and equip your organization for the unseen trends of tomorrow. Now, I think more information about Camunda can be provided by our partner, Matteo Gori, a business developer at Camunda. Matteo, thank you for participating of our webinar. Could you please explain what Camunda can bring for businesses, especially for banking, and perhaps you can highlight some insights from Camunda customers?
Of course. Thank you once again, Maria, for the introduction. I'll basically, so I'm a business developer at Camunda. So currently I cover for different regions, pretty much the majority of countries in the EMEA region, Italy, Eastern Europe, Turkey, and Sub-Saharan Africa in particular. So just to go back to Maria's point, why is Camunda such a recognized partner in the process automation and orchestration market? So we had a strong debut in the 2023 Forrester Wave for digital process automation software, and we stood out as a strong performer against other softwares in the space. As you can see also from the slide, we were the company with the strongest strategy out of all the ones in the industry. So this recognition highlights the growing influence of open architecture and open standards in the industry, challenging the more, let's say, the more traditional monolithic lock-in types of vendors that have limited enterprise options. The first wave gave us, or we received the highest possible scores for end-to-end process orchestration, data-driven automation, strategy, vision, innovation, adoption, and pricing flexibility and transparency, which is great in my opinion. But of course, this is all well and good, but what really matters is the value that one may generate from their customers, right? So the Forrester found that enterprises investing in Camunda can see a 408% ROI, which is extremely high. Next, the NPV or net present value at $112.1 million. So for those of you who don't know, the net present value is a way to measure the projected value of an investment over time. And if the result is positive, it means the investment is expected to be profitable. And in addition to the ROI and the NPV, companies can start seeing payback in just 8 months, which is a very short time frame. But what about the actual benefits, you may ask? So Forrester broke it down into 4 quantified categories. So first of all, increased customer satisfaction, which can lead to $57.8 million in profits. Improvements in operations and in operations efficiency, valued at $66.6 million. That's like saving 5,525 full-time resources over 3 years, which is insane. Process development efficiencies worth $615,000. So by using Camunda, enterprises can save over 20,000 hours of development time. And then, of course, improvement in process quality, which can save $15 million because, of course, who wants to deal with pesky errors and compliance issues, right? So the report also highlighted some unquantifiable benefits like improved collaboration between IT and business, better visibility into processes, along with increased business agility. Of course, you can read all about the Forrester report by clicking on the QR code that was in the previous slide. So as you may have understood up until now, the financial industry and the BFSI, so the banking and financial industry, is the most common customer for Camunda. So this is because financial services companies usually face challenges such as slow innovation due to legacy technology and technical debt. They're also facing the rise of cryptocurrencies, for example, which contribute to a complex and ever-changing regulatory landscape. So we have customers in the financial services industry that use Camonda, for example, for asset management, underwriting, loan processing, know your customer procedures, customer onboarding, and so on and so forth. So the companies that you see here on the right-hand side of the slide, these are just some of our customers in the industry, and I believe if you will find the majority of them in our website if you want to read their customer stories, for example. But talking about customer stories, next slide, please. I will like to introduce to you one of our major clients, Rabobank. You might have heard of them. They're one of the major banks in Benelux region, but overall they're present in many countries in Europe. Unfortunately, we do not have time to watch the video, but I would suggest all of you to have a look at it on our website. But maybe I can give you some highlights of what these two gentlemen talked about in that video. So first of all, they presented their project during CamundaCon New York City, and I'll go on more about it in a later slide. But so basically, Rabobank's IT lead, Louvres Vernick, and business analyst Pascal van Punjvelde. Apologies for for the pronunciation. So they in this video they discussed their successful integration of Camunda 8 to reduce time to market by 30%, and that led to fostering a better alignment between business and IT. So through Camunda, the bank streamlined complex front-end processes, facilitating early detection of requirements and simplifying the intricacies of IT processes. The aim of adopting Camunda was to build a reusable process library for efficient workflow assembly, essentially. And this duo that you see before, they also noted a rise in Camunda's adoption across Rabobank departments and their preference for SaaS solutions to focus on enhancing customer experiences over infrastructure management. So of course, they didn't start and adopted Camunda over all their processes, but they started from a smaller processes, maybe just as a POC, and then they expanded their usage of Camunda over many different banking processes. I would also like to tell you more about another case study that is about money transfer. Unfortunately, we cannot share the name yet, but I believe you will be able to read about this customer story in a few weeks, maybe in our website as well. So this is an example of a Fortune 2000 bank in the EMEA region that transformed its money transfer process using AI. So the bank implemented advanced AI orchestration and achieved remarkable results. So for starters, process efficiency. So they managed to cut down the processing time for transactions from 54 seconds to just 9 seconds, thanks to a seamless integration of OCR and AI technologies. And this not only boosted speed, but also enhanced customer satisfaction on their side. There was an error reduction team. So with AI at the core of their operations, the error rate was reduced by 50%. So it was reduced by half, ensuring that the process is more dependable and compliant with the industry standards. There was an automation aspect. So an impressive 60% of transactions are now fully automated, requiring no manual intervention. And this level of automation demonstrates the power of AI to handle high volumes with precision. And then finally, workforce optimization. So by taking over repetitive tasks, AI has enabled Rabobank and their employees to concentrate on more strategic and value-driven initiatives. So supporting the bank's broader goals for digital transformation. Next slide, please. But of course, what we've gathered from this webinar so far is that AI pressures are disrupting businesses. So these are these challenges are pushing organizations to evaluate and future-proof their technology investments. For once, there is the aspect of customer expectations, which are changing. So they want their services to be fast, simple, accessible, and anywhere at any time. And research shows that most customers will abandon an organization after just 2 or 3 negative interactions. There is a technology, so these technology disruptions also bring an opportunity, of course, but they also bring risk and new regulations. So AI is a major disruption, so putting pressures on businesses to adapt in order to survive. And customers also have increasing expectations around AI, which means that this is another technology that companies need to drive value out of. Otherwise, it results in added compounded debt. And as technical debt accumulates, this also disrupts your customer's journey. And so this means that businesses are also desperate to find efficiencies to counter the escalating costs and regulatory requirements needed to remain competitive. But of course, we don't want to. We want to continue this conversation. So what we've gathered is that the AI waves keep coming, and they're very hard to predict. With the right process architecture, you can drive business outcomes today and be ready for whatever comes next. Process orchestration sits at the core of this architecture, and Camunda, it can enable you with a composable process orchestration and automation platform with embedded intelligence. Also, going back to the video I summarized before regarding Rabobank. So I told you that they presented their new use case during CamundaCon New York City. Well, now we're having an European edition of CamundaCon Amsterdam on the 14th and 15th of May. It's in Amsterdam. And you can already buy tickets. Of course, the sooner the better. Let's say the tier 1 tickets are already sold out. So right now, you can buy tickets until the 31st for 199 euros, or until basically one day before the event for 299 euros. And of course, there are discounts for big groups. So do check it out on our website. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Matteo. It was so impressive. Thank you so much for the information about the Camunda platform, and of course for the invitation. Maria, thank you so much about information about the PPMN platforms and your nice schemas. Well, Matteo, I'd like, before we switch to the Q&A session, I would like to ask you one question. It's my personal question from my side. Well, is it reasonable to use payment platforms by small businesses? And if, for example, a small fintech startup can benefit from using the payment platforms, or it's just for banks and insurance companies?
No, it absolutely is not just for big enterprise banks, for example. I can confidently say that the majority of our customers are in the insurance and banking sector. However, Camunda is not secluded to that industry. So it is adopted worldwide in every industry, mainly also in telco, manufacturing, and healthcare industry. However, Camunda works best when it's orchestrating complex processes, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to be careful, because if you're a SME, so if you're a small and medium-sized company, let's say, I don't know, 70 employees, there is a chance that the workflows that you're trying to automate are not that complex. So it might be not worth the investment. This is the case maybe if it's let's say a company in the healthcare industry. However, if it's in the banking industry, banking and insurance can really drive value from adopting Camunda, even if it's a small, maybe banking startup or a smaller SME. So okay. You can, I don't know if I answered your question, but you can definitely drive value from Camunda, even if a small fintech startup, for example.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you so much. Well, and here's another question from our audience. I think from one of the largest banks. Oh, what are your thoughts on handling high loads at the scale of a large bank? Well, the question is from Robert. Maria, probably you can provide a
Yeah.
comment.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the question, Robert. Thanks to cloud native, horizontally scalable architecture, Camunda ensures scalability for large banks. This allows seamless orchestration of millions of transactions in banks. Camunda uses asynchronous processing, distributed execution, and event-driven integration to handle high loads efficiency. And this built-in failover and high availability mechanism guarantee under peak and demand. And ZB engine is ideal for high availability as the software does not rely on a single workflow or a central database.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think everything is clear. So if any additional questions regarding scalability arise, you may ask it as well. So we'll go to the next question. What are the real benefits of Camunda to financial organization? The question is from Eva. So probably Maria, could you comment, please?
Yes. Of course, there are a lot of benefits that highlighted by Matteo and for my side also. There are a lot of benefits that organizations can get through Camunda orchestration. Here I can tell alone, so let's maybe briefly highlight the most basic. First of all, cost savings through operational efficiency, stronger compliance management, real-time monitoring and analytics, scalability for growing demands, flexibility and adaptability, reduction in error rates. Stop me, anybody, please.
Okay.
Resource acceleration, accelerate decision making, and finally improve customer experience. So, and once again, very important, Camunda about innovation and integration. And you can read maybe more real insights from senior IT decision makers, business leaders, and software architects in the last research of Camunda. Just a minute, I sent you a link in the chat. Just a minute.
Okay, we're waiting for your link. So I think if you are gonna build a digital bank, you may start with Camunda. So just to build a fully automated process, and based on our expertise, I think we can automate more than 70% of all processes. So next question. How do companies implementing Camunda measure strategic success, and which metrics are most important for evaluating return on investments? So the question is to Matteo, probably.
Yes. So I guess it's a very similar question to what Eva, I believe, asked before. So of course, every company has their own measures to qualify ROI, but I guess the major, let's say the major perks that Camunda, the companies implementing Camunda can get out of the solution is better process efficiency and cost reduction. So reduction in operational costs, for example, faster execution times, but also customer experience. So of course, when a customer applies for a loan, let's say, and it quickly can go through the process, maybe without even talking to a person, That's of course a great benefit to customer experience, to customer satisfaction as well. But also compliance and risk management, of course. So ensuring that regulatory compliance and reducing risks are let's say are vital. It's one of the other perks of Camunda. I hope I answered your question, Dana. Yeah, Dana.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Matteo. Let's go to the next question. Well, does Camunda have an OCR built in? Maria?
Yeah. OCR is part of brand new future for Camunda in the era of intelligent document processing, IDP. It's not yet officially released, and we are waiting to experiment on it. It will be maybe in April, in the release in April, if I'm right. And Camunda is highly configurable and can integrate with any OKR tool available on the market right now.
Okay, thanks so much. I think there is nothing to comment here. Camunda has an OCR. So let's go to the next question. What practically sets apart Camunda from its competitors in tight budget markets like Eastern Europe? So thanks so much, Ahmed, for the question. Probably, Matteo, could you comment it?
Yeah. So that's actually a very good question. It's a question that I often ask myself because I mainly work in the Eastern European market, also in Italy, but Eastern Europe as well. And I'm often faced with maybe companies that have the perfect use case, are basically all Camunda champions. They love Camunda, they love the solution. But then whenever we go and talk about budget, they maybe get scared off. Of course, I think it's important, no matter the region, it's important that companies see the value first. Because, of course, for a large organization, usually if we speak with software developers or with the, let's say, enterprise architects, they are Camunda champions, but they get scared about the price, right? So whenever we talk to C-suite people, let's say CIOs or COOs, lead enterprise architect, right? So when we talk to these people, we try to make them understand the value, because Camunda, I can say it confidently, it is the best solution on the market. It is not the cheapest solution on the market. It is not the most expensive solution on the market, but it is the best.
Okay, thanks so much, Matteo. Well, Camunda and new banking products. Probably, Maria, could you comment the next question? How does orchestration help us bring new banking products to market faster? Is it possible?
Yeah. Yes, this is possible through a complete approach to business process automation. First of all, thinking automation key processes. I mean, loan original, now you see verification, risk assessment, and compliance checks can be orchestrated to eliminate bottlenecks. Using Camunda Modeler and low-code approach, it helps us make it faster and effectively analyze which steps can be automated. If you have, for example, RPA for typical repeated operation, we also integrate it fast into new process that we are creating right now. Secondly, thankful for seamless integrations. That means that connecting core banking, CRM, and third-party APIs in a single workflow. Next, thankful for automated decision making using DMN table in our model, in our process. It speed up underwriting, pricing, and eligibility checks. Camunda also provides instant visibility into process performance, allowing quick adjustment and optimization. By orchestration these workflows, banks can time to market by weeks or even months, ensuring faster product launches and competitive edge. Our team provides a full cycle of support. You wait process automation from process analysis and development of process and ending of process optimization and warranty support. I also show you link in the chat. Please follow the link a little bit later. Just a moment.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maria, for your comment. Well, I think it's time to summarize what we were talking about. Well, let's take a quick breather from the Q&A reports and overviews to recap what our brilliant speakers covered. Well, we were talking about AI for banking, just basic information, process automation and challenges. We also discussed, well, amazing heat map from my point of view. And of course, we can't forget the amazing Camunda platform and that Rabobank use case implemented on the BPMN platform called Camunda. Right now, I'd like to offer you a free AI-enabled process automation proof of concept for your bank, for your insurance company, for your even startup, if you need such kind of solution. This POC includes 5 key steps from identifying inefficiencies to full automation. So just fill in the form using the QR code, and well, we will demonstrate you how it works and implement a POC for you for free. So contact us and let's keep in touch. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Mateo. Thank you so much, Maria. It was impressive. And thank you so much, dear audience. I think we'll meet each other during our next webinars, upcoming webinars regarding digital banking and, of course, AI-powered banking. I think we will go through amazing topics, tempting topics, and hard topics. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.